I've already heard some really good feedback about this morning, so thanks again for that. I'm really excited about this next part. It's something a little bit new that we're doing this year. I'm going to ask Grant to come onto the stage to talk to you about the Innovation Award which we've done. So I won't spoil his talk, but again, really happy to welcome onto the stage and excited to learn who's been fortunate enough to win this year. So welcome to the stage, Grant.
Afternoon, everybody. Lunch was good?
Yep.
Everyone going in the last afternoon. I'm getting ready to fall asleep a bit. Hopefully I'll keep you up a little bit longer. Just want to say this is an amazing venue. I didn't actually realize how awesome it would look to be over here. To be in the Comedy Store, I have to almost start with a joke. And the one thing I've discovered is that there are no good programmer jokes. If you check on Stack Overflow, there's none at all. The only one I kind of found, which was actually quite cute, was I'm not bald, I just have margin top 200 pixels. Or my favorite one, which is, let's ship on Friday, it's a great idea. Anyway, the reason I'm here now is to actually say to you guys, innovation is something that's very dear to my heart. Just a little bit about me. I write a personal blog called Connected Window, where I talk about retail innovation. I used to work for a couple of large companies doing e-commerce, and the most amazing thing about the Magento community is that we don't seem to give ourselves a really good opportunity to say how good we are. That's some of the stuff I do as well, but we're not going to go into that. I was chatting with one of my buddies who works at a very, very big company, and he said to me, I said, Magento, he says, why are you doing Magento? You know, they don't even innovate. And I said, well, have a look, you know, Rebecca Minkoff, we're doing amazing stuff. You know, there's all this great thing. He said, but that's it, you know, Magento's too small to innovate. So he left me one question. He said, can you tell me, I want you to prove to me that we can innovate as a Magento community. Now, I just want to put up your hands here and just see who thinks that at Magento we can innovate in the projects that we're doing. Good, so I mean, a lot of you guys are on the same page as me. And I had to go out and I had to go and get them some evidence. And I first of all want to just start off by thanking, I'm going to be a bit innovative, I'm going to start with the thank yous at the beginning. I want to say thank you to John and to Gabby. Because when I said that same question to John, I said, John, I need to prove that we're innovating and that we're really cool. And he said, absolutely, 100% I'm behind you. And he said, let's put together this innovation award. And we didn't know what we were going to pick up. We didn't know what was going to happen, but we said, let's start it. The next person, I'd actually like to invite him up, would be Rick from SagePay. Because SagePay kindly enough to agree to be our sponsors. And they said, yeah, we think it's a pretty good idea. We're doing a lot of stuff in Magento. And he said, let's go with this as well. So these are people who not just believe in innovation in Magento, they put their money behind it. And by the way, I had a chance to look at some of SagePay stuff. They've got this thing called Pi. Anyone seen SagePay's Pi system? No? After this thing, go look at it. It's amazing. It's innovative. It's crazy. You'll be able to do some amazing stuff with it. And that's just what I've picked up from just asking the question, what's innovative about SagePay? And we put the questions out, and we had a phenomenal result. I can't tell you how excited I am. From just doing Twitter posts, a couple of things, we managed to get 23 entries in the space of a month. And it wasn't just 23 entries that I'm proud about. They are amazing quality entries. They represent the full gamut from the Magento community. From one developer's personal project that he says, hey, this is kind of innovative, to a hackathon project. These guys say, we can do something cool at a hackathon. They put it in as well. To all the way to full-fledged platforms where people are doing really crazy things, all the way up to like Ampersand saying we can do massively scalable Magento and really do well and do innovative things to make it perform at scale. You know, completely. We had 23 entries from 12 countries on 3 continents. Now, if that's not an amazing thing about Magento, that's the power of Magento. To say that we cannot just do innovation, we can do innovation from around the world. Luckily enough, I decided I'm going to step out of doing the actual judging because it's really hard to do, and I couldn't do it. So I enlisted these guys. Rick, that's a really dodgy haircut.
It is what it is.
I'd also like to invite across Sam. Sam, do you want to just come up? Sam's one of our representatives from our judging panel is here as well. John, you've been on stage long enough. So,
Okay,
but you guys can get an idea. Literally people from, Nick, who's a good buddy of mine, used to do innovation at Tesco, was head of innovation at Tesco. Developers, we've got designers, Alex from Session. We've got community people, Mitch, all sorts of representatives from the community, because I said, actually, Magento isn't just about developers, it isn't just about business owners, it isn't just about anyone particular, it's about a community thing. And I said, right guys, you have to decide between these people. Before we talk about this thing, how many people actually went and checked out the shortlist? Anyone have a look at some of these companies?
I guess we did.
You guys I would really encourage you to have a look at these guys. Each one in themselves is doing something amazing in the innovation standpoint. They've got a vision. They said, listen, let's do innovation. Let's make it impactful and let's try and do some really incredible things. When my buddy said to me, he said, can you prove that Magento do innovation? I can not only say, yes, we can do innovation, but because of these, I can actually talk about things that he wishes his platform could do. They're one of the big guys. Ampersand says, yeah, we can scale and we can iterate really quickly to make sure that it can stand up for a brand like Poundland. Cloudinary says, yeah, we can. We can make images work so fast and give them straight to the right user in the right format. We can give a WebP to a user on Android or on Chrome, and we can do it automatically. Emetria says we can put all the data in one place and actually use it to make decisions automatically with robots. I mean, it's crazy. Go in Store says, my Magento store, I can actually have a sales assistant live in one of our stores, connect directly with one of our customers online. Push one button, they can actually see through I think they're like almost Android glasses or something, where you can actually see what they're doing. And they can say, well, this is the right guitar for Dawson's music. The hackathon team from MeanBeats, they said personalization is so important. Let's make it a plugin, let's make it open source, and let's make it really easy. Wow, that's exactly one of the things that Magento is about. Sitewards, they said, we can not only make a product personalizer, a configurator, good. We can make it look photorealistic. We can make it so that it's an amazing experience. It's one of the experiences that everyone who looked at it said, wow, I didn't know that was even possible with Magento. Forget possible with Magento. It's not possible with most e-commerce stores, and they have a lot of money to spend in it. Cloud Tags is the final entry, and they basically said, what if we could connect offline stores and online stores? What if we could make it so that the experience was amazing, was easy, and unfortunately for me, I actually tried it out, so I've been retargeted by a couple of the stores constantly on my banner advertising for the stuff I added to my basket from in stores. But as someone who's a shopper, it's an amazing experience. Magento working in a store to have a huge amount of products, and you can actually click and choose and add into your basket and then have them transferred into your Magento basket. Amazing. All this stuff was literally from SagePay and John and the Mage Titans team saying, can we do something? Can we make it amazing? So I think the short answer is, yes, we can innovate. And I hope and I trust that you guys would take this as a bit of inspiration and actually look at what these guys are doing. And I guarantee you, within this room somewhere, there's a couple of people who say, I've got something that I think actually probably can do quite a lot of changes and can make a big difference. Take that vision, build it, and definitely, share it. Share it with me. I'm happy to talk about it and share it with other people. One of the companies who actually was on the shortlist has already had a lead from a customer, just off the back of them saying, we think this is kind of cool, and we entered it. So they've got a little bit of money that may come, or a potential new customer. It's quite an awesome customer if they can get it. We're now coming to the point where I want to actually talk about the results. So I want to make sure you guys have got how's the drum roll? Anyone ready to do a drum roll? So we've got a bit of a controversial result. We have a joint second place. And I can't emphasize to you how close this was. I actually had to do a recount about 2 or 3 times with the guys to make sure, but we definitely do have literally, we can't separate the difference of them. I'm going to hand it over to judging panel representative, my man Sam. Would you please announce the names?
Okay, I'm here just for my looks, so I think I can read, otherwise it's not me. Okay, so one of the second places is...
Let me make sure it's definitely the right one. Good, yes it is.
Yeah, MeanBee.
MeanBee hackathon team. guys come up. Well done. Amazing. Really, really amazing work. We're going to share the feedback from the judges anonymously, because that was the condition that I actually managed to blackmail the people. So invite them to be part of the judging panel. Now we finally got to the winner. So here we go.
Second.
Nearly. See, that's what happened. Told you it was controversial. Go.
Okay, so I'm not here for just my looks. It's a
good job.
So the other one is cloud tags.
Cloud tags. You ready to hear that? What I'd ask is maybe Gabby could tweet out one of their videos, so you guys can have a look at it when you have the spare time. It's amazing, and it's in quite a few stores already, so I would really invite you to have a look at it. Amazing experience. Now, we're ready. Final winner. Are you ready? 5, 4, 3. Come on, let's do it. Pop the drum roll. Come on, pop the drum roll.
Okay, as head of innovation for SageMaker, you know, we've really enjoyed our intervention here. And I would like to, you know, add perhaps a joke to Grant's developer jokes. You know, who here wants to work for Apple? But you're all just pair programming. Well, okay, that went down great.
Let's go. Drum roll.
So the winner is Go In Store for Dawson's Music.
Go In Store. Amazing.
I don't believe they're here with us today, so I shall award this great glass brick to myself, which I shall covet and probably pass on to them very, very soon. But thank you very much. You know, it's been great to see such a community of developers here today, and hope to see you all again next year.
Great stuff. Anyway, guys, I want to leave you on a final note because I'm running over time. I just want to make sure that you guys realize this man said something which is amazing, and it's something I encourage you to take with you. It's contagious creativity. Pass it on. And I encourage you. You guys are all creators by default by being here. You're passionate about the Magento community. You know, please reach out to me if you've got anything that's interesting. This definitely isn't the last award. There's going to be another one next year. I'm look at John. Otherwise, I'll do another one. But anyway, there's going to definitely be another award. There's other events we're also chatting to, and there's going to be an amazing opportunity for you guys to really stand up and show off how amazing and creatively we are. And not just Magento can innovate, but we can innovate a lot better than any other platform around there. So thanks, guys, and I'll hand it back to you.